Hello. Let's all take a breath. Okay, thank you. So, recording myself teaching is still uncomfortable, and it's okay. We are in uncomfortable times. And is it okay? Yeah. I would feel like a phony if I immediately sat down and launched into this beautiful, eloquent class. Even when I teach in front of people, that's not necessarily always eloquent. I'm creating this for free for whoever wants it, whoever wants to share it. It'll be a seated practice. So we'll sit the whole time. You can be sitting in your bed, sitting on the floor like I am. You can sit in a chair. And I'll be sure to make my verbal cues open enough and accessible for however you want to sit. We'll get into that, but it'll be some seated movement, meditation, and a very brief sound healing. It'll be a little bit of a teaser, honestly. I'm looking forward to it, though. A couple of housekeeping things I want to get out of the way. I have a family of birds that live in an AC unit by my window over there. And, she's a single mom. She's just doing the best that she can. She's providing a good life for her kids, and sometimes they make noise, and I'm okay with it. So I hope you're also okay with it, if the noise is audible. Second, housekeeping, on a more serious note, these times have been very challenging for a lot of individuals, families, businesses, one of which is Vision Yoga that I'm repping here. Unfortunately had to close. And it is such a beautiful community, and I am so grateful to have had the opportunity to meet and work alongside all of these visionaries. And Teresa, you're a badass. And the vision is still alive because you are the vision. And I love you. And everyone loves you. Okay. Let's take another breath. Okay. It's time to practice. If you haven't found a seat already, go ahead. Again, floor, bed, up against a wall, perhaps on a chair. Come into your seat and notice all parts that touch the floor or the chair if you're in the chair. We can close our eyes so we can really notice what we feel a little better, eliminating one sense to tune into the others. Good. So noticing your own contact downward. If you're in a chair, you have both your seat and the feet on the floor to tune into. And whatever you're connecting with, breathe in and out of it nice and deeply. Really noticing if the inhales and exhales make any subtle change in that connection downward. Begin to allow the breath to be big and deep and full. Big belly breaths, noticing also the lungs expand. And the awareness of the breath, especially the inhales, might naturally just lift upwards away from the floor. As you breathe and expand in your body, your awareness can lift up. And naturally, again, the exhales also influence us downward or inward. Noticing the inhales, what you're breathing in and what allows you to expand, versus the exhales, what you release, how you let go. Allow the inhales and exhales to explore the body, scanning all different parts. And without judgment, just allow the inhales and exhales to do their thing. We'll take about a minute of breathing right here. Let's take another breath together and release it as a sigh. Good. Notice your hands wherever they are, wherever you chose to place them. And then bring them to the lap if they're not already there. Noticing the palms down on your thighs. Begin to slowly drag the hands up and down the thighs. Noticing any temperature, any textures you feel. Allowing the palms and fingers to wrap around all parts of the thigh. From the knee up to the hip. Yeah, physical contact. With an exhale, allow the hands to release outwards towards the knee. Good, and then slowly bring the hands up. Continuing to lift the arms up overhead in a slow manner. And then pausing whenever the arms are up there. Tuning into those fingertips, lifting high, expanding the fingers. Breathe in. Exhale, awareness back to the floor. Good. A couple more breaths, inhaling to notice the awareness expanding up and out. Exhale, release it, shoulders relax. Good. One more inhale. You can look up. And then exhale, bring the hands together and slowly lower them to the heart center. Maybe allowing the gaze to focus on the hands or closing the eyes again. Let's take a breath here. And we'll set an intention. Any reason we're choosing to practice today. Feel it in your heart and your hands, every single finger, the space between the fingers, any space between the palms. Another breath released as a sigh. Great. Okay, we'll get into the movement portion here. You are welcome to readjust your seat, and this goes for the rest of our movement part. You are totally welcome to change however you want to sit. Let's bring our hands either on the floor. If you're in a chair, you can wrap it around the edges of the chair. And just notice that connection with the hands there. Can you tune back into the heat and the texture? Noticing the differences between this and your own body. And then noticing the similarities. Good. From the hands, notice your seat and your hips, and your low back, and your entire pelvis. And take a deep breath here. Good. Feeling solid and grounded here. Allowing awareness to move up at your own pace, noticing the low back. You might hug the navel in towards the spine for a little engagement in the core. Noticing the side body too, and the rib cage, the lungs, the shoulders, and the neck. Feel the relationship between your head and shoulders, and how much influence your neck has on that. Taking a few moments to really feel that area. Inhales and exhales here. Can you find a nice alignment for your own body here? Good. We'll center our awareness on our hearts and breathe in and out. Great. So let's open up in this neck. Drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Good. I am not sure if my video is reflection of me or not. Shoot, I'm sorry about that. Let me mute that. Back to the next stretch. Again, if I'm saying left and it looks like I'm going right and you go right, that's okay. It doesn't matter which side we do. We'll do both of them. So again, we'll start by left ear towards the left shoulder, just so I can give cues and keep myself on board here. We're opening up on the right side of the neck. And we can bring our fingertips out or lift the hand away and notice what moving the shoulder did for our neck. You can explore this region in your own way by slowly bringing the chin down towards the chest, or you might bring the chin up towards the sky. So move in your own way here, nice and slow, very intentional. And feel the relationship of all of these muscles that attach on the side of your neck. They're along the back of your ear, the base of your skull, the sides of your spine. They all go out and down and around. There's so many of them. They attach to the shoulder, so tune into here now. And the relationship, I'm going to say that a lot apparently. We're going to explore this here. So maybe some circles in the shoulder, some rotation, soften, open. Get it actually moving here. Very subtle. Good, and we'll find an area that feels nice and good for us, and we know what feels good. If we don't, then we at least know what doesn't. So find something nice. Feel the shoulder and the right ear, and breathe in and out. Good. Notice the shoulders in line with the hips, and notice your core again and your seat again. We're going to slowly bring our neck back to center. And keep this right arm out and allow the palms to face up. Just the one palm. Very slowly move that arm up and feel the right side body. The rib cage, the low back even, and also the shoulder. Good. Eventually the right fingers will reach high. We'll breathe in, bring that shoulder up for a second. Exhale, drop the shoulder away from the ear. And then take another breath here, strong and still. Good. And this left hand braces us, either on the chair, wrapping around the fingers down, or bringing the arm out. Side body stretch, so very slowly lift up and over with this right arm. Good. Feeling your seat. This hand might reach up, or you might bring it to the base of your head here. I'm a big fan of this, personally, but not everyone's shoulder is my shoulder. What's your shoulder up to? What's your elbow up to? What's your rib cage doing? Maybe explore this whole region. You can make little tiny rotations here. It's safe, it's gentle. Good, another breath. Excellent. Slowly return to center when you're ready. Whew. And then just take time to notice the changes from side to side. Feel the floor. Feel your breath. Good. Other side, right ear towards right shoulder. We'll take a few moments here. Tune into this area with any movements that feel right. You can walk those left fingers out or lift the hand away. Maybe you rotate in the wrist too. We'll take a few moments on this side, noticing this neck. Good. Find that nice juicy part for your neck to breathe in and out of, and we'll do it now. Great. Good. Good. Straighten the spine now. Root down with the right hand. Left palm faces up. Slowly rise the left hand. Notice the side body. Side body stretch. Good. One more breath. Excellent. Return to center when you're ready. Okay, let's bring our hands on our laps. I personally felt I needed to straighten my legs, and you're welcome to do so too. Again, at any time. What's beautiful about a video is you can pause it and get back into it, right? It's kind of the beauty of a yoga practice too. When we get caught up in a certain flow, rhythm, pace, there brings a lot of flow, rhythm, and pace within us, which brings some great insight and some production. But life doesn't always work like that, and it shouldn't work like that. We need the balance of that flow. We need the rest. We need the pauses, and we benefit from stepping out. It's not wrong to need to get out of the practice to change yourself and then get back into it. Good. Hands on the lap. Breathe in and out. Good. And then begin to bring the hands up and down the thigh again. Good. We're going to make a little bit of a circular motion here. So from the inner thigh, we'll press the palm and fingers out towards the inner knee. We'll wrap around the knee, from the outer knee up to the outer thigh. So again, nice circles, downward through the midline, upward through our outer thigh to our hip, and then back down. Beginning to move our blood flow, our lymphatic flow. Good. Since we're sitting a lot, our thighs and our legs in general, since they're not getting movement, they need this. Great. So we'll do another circle, helping out our thighs. And then we'll bring our hands to our hips and keep them here. Maybe you make fists. Maybe they're like Wonder Woman hands. And your fingers wrap around. Maybe they're like this. Personally, this feels nice for me. Once I thought of Wonder Woman, I'm like, oh yeah, that's where I'm at. So feel the hands on your hips, and now tune into the shoulders and their relationship here. And your breath. Feel this position in your body and what comes up for you when you are positioned like this. Tuning into those meditative breaths like we did at the very beginning. Good. Another breath together. Great. Let's bring the right hand down, either on the chair or floor, wrapping the fingers around if you need. So, yes, right hand down, left hand to the right knee. Good, and then slowly rotate in the upper body and chest towards the right side. With your next inhale, follow the breath through the length of your spine. And when you exhale, you might twist in the neck ever so slightly to look over the right shoulder. Scan the rest of the body. Notice what else wanted to also twist and move. Good. Open heart. Breathe in and out. And then we'll expand a little if you want by bringing the right hand behind us a little more. Those fingers can point towards the back wall. You might even create a bind by bringing the back of the right hand to your low back or outer left hip. Good. So we're opening up in the right shoulder a little more. That shoulder blade comes out towards the back, and this outer upper shoulder reaches out towards the right. And then notice the left hand on that right thigh. When you breathe in, feel that connection and feel your growth. And when you exhale, twist a little deeper, maybe in the neck a little more. Good. Noticing your own limits here. We are not supposed to completely twist. Our body does not work like that. We're not owls. Another breath. Good. Unwind. Keep that left hand on the right thigh. Cross that right hand over to the left thigh. Notice this crisscross motion, what it does to our hearts. Breathe in and out. Good. And then we'll bring our left hand down. Keep that right hand where it is. We'll get into our twist this way. So starting with the upper back. So the chest and shoulders, very subtle. Get into it. Can take a few breaths. Good. And then if you want to expand, you can bring that left hand further away or create the bind. Beginning to allow the twist to deepen a little bit. Deeper in your lower back and also deeper in your breath. Good. Another breath. Great. Let's return to center. Cross that other hand over. Both hands on the thighs. Breathe in and out. Good. And then drag the hands up the thighs to your belly. We'll interlace the fingers together, and those thumbs can point upwards. Good. Feel the palms on the belly, and feel the breath in the belly. Feel a sense of purpose with this breath. Let's breathe together. We'll slowly drag the hands up to the heart, to the chest, and releasing those fingers, maybe even stacking one hand on top of the other, whatever feels best. Really feel this heart center. Then we'll bring the palms together and return to this mudra, Anjali Mudra, prayer hands at the heart. Remember your intention that you set? Did it change? Did it refocus? It's okay if it did. Let's breathe. Good. Let's tune into this heart here. We'll open up our arms like cactuses. One of my favorite things in this world. And feel that heart center in the relationship with your elbows, maybe some circles with the shoulder here. Good. And feel this really open feeling. Great use of words here. Bring those shoulder blades together, lift the chin a little bit. Good, deep breath in and out. Great, and then we'll cross one arm over the other and close our heart and wrap our hands around us, however far they go. Your heart is an organ muscle that needs to open and close. Open heart's a beautiful thing. Opening to grace is a foundation of this practice. But we need to close too. If our heart doesn't close, if those valves don't do what they need to do, what they are there to do, and there's an overabundance of the flow. What's it feel like to wrap your arms around yourself and close yourself? Do you feel nurtured? Let's tip our chin towards our chest. Wrap up a little more here. You can curl in the rest of your spine too. Slowly opening up in the back of the body, wrapping it down. Deep breath in and out. Good. Notice your low back. Begin to arch it the other way. So rolling the tailbone back and the belly forward. We're going to slowly lift the chest up and let's unwrap our arms and open them up. Open through the throat too. So breathe in and out. Good. One more breath in. And then with an exhale, wrap it around. You might swap one arm over the other and the opposite way. But we'll pass these two positions back and forth for a few rounds of breath. Allowing the initiation of an inhale to create the opening. You stick around for a bit. And then allow the exhale to begin the closing and the release and the surrender and the coming in. Good. You can go back and forth. It could be one breath per movement. You don't have to go at the pace that I'm going. Just tune into this sense of opening and closing. Good. One more round, okay? We'll end in a closing. Give yourself a big old squeeze. Then we'll come to a seat. And this will be leading into a meditation now. So you are welcome to sit in any way that is comfortable. You are also welcome to lie down. Good. However you choose to be in your body, introduce yourself to it. What's your outer edge doing? Your skin, your hair, the air that they're touching, the floor, your bed perhaps. Noticing your outer layer. Allow the muscles to soften and release any strain or tension. They can maintain tone. They're supposed to. But notice if any of that is unhelpful, if there's a holding on that any of your muscles are doing. That doesn't actually need to happen. What's your breath have to say about it? Noticing what the muscles are holding on to. Notice your bones and your structure. Your joints. Your spine. Noticing underneath that the flow, the blood, the organs, your guts. Get deeper and deeper. What is deeper than your guts? Well, what makes them function? Can you notice your nervous system? Can you notice your levels of energy? And what relationship between the body and the mind? What kind of relationship do you have with yourself there? Can you notice it without judgment? Can you notice your thoughts? And can you view yourself, your body, and your mind as a whole being? As both of these, body and mind, these parts of you are one. Or one exists within the other, which exists within the other, which exists within you. We'll stay here for a bit. Begin to deepen your breath. Come back into your body and your awareness. Maybe movements. If you chose to lay down, return to a seat. Let's bring our hands to the heart center. You might have your palms touching each other or one palm on your chest. Can you feel the beat of your heart? Can you feel the rising and falling of your lungs as you breathe? Feel your own rhythm. How does it feel right now? And how beautiful is it that our rhythm changes? How beautiful is it that we are dynamic? How beautiful is it that a mama bird is feeding her babies right now? And they're so happy about it. Let's close out practice together. I'm going to Om and you can join me. Let's inhale. My light and shadows honor and recognize your light and shadows. Namaste.